Hey loves, it is that time of the month where we're talking favorites, and today I'm going to put you on to all the goodies I've been loving in the month of March. So grab a snack, get cozy, and let's get into it. So the go-to shampoo lately has been this Bondi Boost HG shampoo. I've been using this since the beginning of the year. This is my second bottle. I'm actually almost out of it, and this is so freaking good. It has rosemary and peppermint in it, and it's very refreshing and soothing on the scalp, but it does a really nice job at giving me a nice cleanse in my scalp. I have a very oily scalp, and before I would have to wash my hair sometimes every other day because it would just get so oily. But with this, I feel like I can go longer without having to wash my hair in between, which is really nice. I can get a couple extra days in there. I mean, I don't go too long. I wash my hair about twice a week, sometimes a little bit more, it depends. I'm not one of those people that washes my hair once a week. I can't do that personally. I feel like if that's your journey, great. That's not my journey. I need at least an extra day there to wash the hair, but this has been incredible and I love everything about it. It is a smaller bottle, but you also don't need a ton to get a really good lather. So I would definitely repurchase this, and even my husband has been using it as well and he's loving it. So it's very refreshing on the scalp, which I love. With that peppermint in there, it feels really nice. And then I also love the HD conditioner as well. Much bigger bottle, so you're gonna have this for a while, and I love to mix this with a deep conditioner every time I wash my hair as well. But this one here also says it's an innovative aloe-based conditioner that's packed with superfoods to nourish your strands, and I totally agree. And I'm gonna show you guys my favorite deep conditioners. Technically not really March favorites. These are forever favorites. I've been using these for years, but since we're talking hair care, the first one is the Macadamia Natural Oil Deep Repair Mask. If you know, you know. This is probably the product that I am like the most loyal to in my hair care routine. Honestly, I've been using this for years. You can get it at Sally Beauty. I'm pretty sure a lot of drugstores have it nowadays as well. And it's also, by the way, the best smelling hair product that I've ever put in my hair. Like ever, hands down. It's next level, the deep conditioner, and I swear by it. So I like to mix this in with the HD conditioner. It's just a really nice combo. It smells really good too because you get this with a little bit of that mintiness. It's so nice. I'm telling you, your hair is going to smell good when you get out of the shower, which is always really nice. But this makes your hair very soft. It adds a lot of moisture. So I definitely recommend this if you have more dry, damaged hair, or even if you don't. This is just a really nice addition to really soften up your strands and give you so much moisture back into your hair. I really like it too because I do use heat on my hair throughout the week. I dye my hair, so it's just a really nice extra moisturizing deep conditioner. Another one that's really good that I love is the Eva NYC Therapy Session Hair Mask. They have new packaging now, by the way. This is the old packaging, but this is another really good moisturizing deep conditioner that I also like to keep in rotation. So the HD conditioner is always the go-to, but I like to add even more moisture with the deep conditioner, and I don't do too much of either of them, just enough to like coat my strands and the bottom portion of my hair, but it makes such a difference. I feel like adding the deep conditioner in with this, it's a really nice combo. And if you want to amp up the shine to your hair, highly recommend the 10-in-1 Shine Mask. The Main Magic line is incredible from Eva NYC, and I love it so much. So whenever I just want to give my hair a nice boost, usually after I dye my hair, just to really get that shine and enhance it, this is the go-to. So I like to also keep this one in rotation as needed. That's what I do in the shower. Then when I get out of the shower, this is a newer favorite. It's the Prep Rally Prime and Prep Detangler from Dry Bar. This also actually smells very similar to the shampoo and conditioner. That's why I like it. Also, it just feels very minty and refreshing as you're spraying it, but it's very lightweight. It doesn't weigh my hair down. So what this is pretty much a detangler, but it also acts as a heat protectant, which is really nice. It also does help with cutting the drying time in half. Whenever I get out of the shower, I always like to blow dry my hair with just a traditional blow dryer. I recommend that. I used to be one of those people that would always let my hair air dry, but ever since I started blow drying it and using a detangling spray with a heat protectant, it really makes a difference. My hair's softer. I feel like it's easier to style, and it just looks and lays so much better versus when I would let it air dry. So I always love a good detangling spray when I get out of the shower, just so that when I'm brushing my hair and everything, it's just so much more seamless. And then again, it cuts the drying time. So when I'm blow drying my hair, it doesn't even take that long with it. So this is really nice. There's also biotin in here, vitamin B and C. There's just good stuff. And I love that it's a heat protectant as well. So it's like a nice 2-in-1. And a hair dye that I love is this Ion Intensive Shine Intense Black. This one is in a 1N. I also get this at Sally Beauty, and I just refreshed my hair this past month. Such a nice shade of black. Whenever my black starts to look very dull, which by the way, my natural hair color is black, but as I got older, at my roots sometimes it can look almost like kind of reddish a little bit. So I like to refresh blush, the black, and this is such a pretty shade of black. It just makes my hair feel so healthy, very shiny, and it doesn't dry my hair out. It still feels very silky, very soft, but it really just takes my hair from looking dull to so intense and shiny. And then I also have been loving this Kerastase 8-Hour Magic Night Serum. This is a really nice product to use every single night before bed. What I like to do is usually wrap my hair, or I'll braid it or something, which I recommend just doing something to kind of get your hair out of the way when you're sleeping. But this makes my hair so silky and soft when I wake up in the morning. It also has a very pleasant smell, kind of like when you get your hair done at the salon, with like a touch of perfume. It's really nice. It's not too strong, but it is gonna linger and it's gonna just smell really good. Like when you wake up, it's amazing. But this is another product that is very lightweight. I just use about a pump or two. I just apply it all over. It's kind of like a hybrid of a cream and an oil. The result is silky soft hair. And it is pricey, but again, I've been using this since January and I still have so much product left. So I'm very pleased with this and I would definitely repurchase. I actually want to get more products from this line because I love this one so much. So if you have any favorites, let me know. You know when you stop using a product for a little bit and then you use it again and you're like, why did I ever stop? That is how I feel every time I reuse my Desi Skin Gladocracy Serum. This is one of the best vitamin C's I've ever used. I've been using this at this point since like 2020 and it's always been in rotation, but sometimes, you know, you take breaks from products, you buy other things, but it's usually this or my Sunday Riley 15% vitamin C, which I love, but this one is also 15%. And I love how thin this product is, but it still provides so much moisture to the skin. You could even use it not just in your morning skincare routine, but also before makeup. It could be a nice primer because it is so thin, so lightweight. Other products apply beautifully over top, but I love what this does to the skin. Vitamin C is my favorite thing that I swear by in my morning skincare routine that truly helps to keep my complexion looking bright and clear. Anytime I don't use vitamin C, like if I travel or if I run out of it, I literally start to break out and my skin just looks dull, and this just keeps my skin bright and clear and glowy. It's one of those products where you can actually notice a difference. So she's pricey, but she works and she is an essential. I'm very pleased that I rediscovered that. I don't even know why I stopped using it, probably just because I have to order it online, and sometimes if I run out I'll just like run to Ulta and get my Sunday Riley one. But Desi Skin, you're here to stay for the year. Also have this new eye cream from Bubble. It is the Star Dew Hydrating Eye Cream. This is another one that I started using in the beginning of the year and I'm really enjoying it. It's a very basic eye cream. It's hydrating, but I do find the moisture to last, and I love this under makeup as well. I always recommend doing either an eye balm or an eye cream before you do your concealer, because then it's gonna not only lay better, it's gonna wear better, and it's also gonna blend so much better on your under eyes. So this is a really good one. It's not too much, it's not too thick, it doesn't pill with other products. It's just basic, but it gets the job done. So a nice hydrating eye cream is essential. And what's nice about this brand too, Bubble, it's not that pricey. I believe this is like under $15 because you can get this at most drugstores and it's fantastic. New cream bronzer alert. This one is from Too Faced. It's the Melting Bronzing and Sculpting Stick in Chocolate Souffle. This is beautiful. It does smell like chocolate actually too, by the way. Literally like a chocolate Tootsie Roll. I really like this color specifically. It's a gorgeous formula, super creamy and blendable. This is gonna give you more of that bronze look versus contour, and that color is perfection. I love the way this just melts into the skin. It's very seamless, very easy to work with, blends really nicely. Even if you do add a little bit too much, it's a nice forgiving kind of bronzer, and they have a lot of really good shades too. So Chocolate Souffle has been my personal favorite because it's a nice warm tone without looking muddy or too orange on my skin. I really like the finish of this too because it's not an overly dewy kind of bronzer. When you're blending it in, it doesn't look too like it's melting off your makeup underneath. It also doesn't lift any of my products underneath. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I actually don't like chocolate Tootsie Rolls. I used to when I was little, but I love the way it smells still. So good. Okay, now I have these glowy highlighting blushes from Bare Minerals. So originally they actually sent me the shade Opal Glow. I tested it out and I was like, wait, I actually love this. It is literally a hybrid of a blush and a highlighter. This one is an Opal Glow. It goes on so smooth. It doesn't really emphasize a lot of texture. Like, it's not a glittery product. It's very just glowy, but it gives a little tint because of that blush in there. So I really like it on its own, but I also love it mixed with other blushes as well. I'm always doing blush cocktails, you know, like just mixing a bunch of different blushes, but this is really pretty by itself. And I loved this one so much that I went and got the Pink Glow one. They have a bunch of different shades. This is just a really pretty pinky glowy highlighter. It has a gorgeous amount of pigment. I feel like it's just enough, kind of similar to the Rare Beauty blushes, but these are actually, I find them to be not as almost like glittery and highlightery, you know? Like it's smooth and it's a little bit more silky and less shiny on the cheeks. Like it's still very glowy, but I love the smooth consistency and the texture of these when you apply them. They go on so nice. Okay, now I have to shout out these Glow Reviver lip oils from e.l.f. Cannot get enough of these. The shade Crystal Baller is what really started my obsession. That's what I'm wearing today. It's just the most beautiful glowy gloss. Enhances the pout, enhances any lip combo, and it's just the most beautiful color. Crystal Baller is my go-to, and then Candy Coated I love because it's pink and it has a little bit of like this almost very light purpley sparkle to it. But what's nice about these is that they're minty and they go on smooth. They don't feel sticky and you don't feel any of the glitter on your lips. So I love these just with lip liner, or like I said, topped over my favorite lip combos. They just bring the prettiest glow to your lips and almost like makes your lips look a little bit bigger and more pouty. I love them. I have to shout out these new Gloss Bomb sticks from Fenty. Who would have thought I would love this gorgeous sheer purple? It's an icy amethyst. I love this whenever I do cool tone looks. Like I can't believe this has been one of my go-to shades, but it is gorgeous. Something about it I love. And again, not sticky. You don't feel the glitter. It literally just feels like butter on your lips. If you guys have been with me for a while, then you know how much I love Fenty lip products. It's probably one of my favorite high-end formulas ever. Like definitely in my top 5 because they just do it right. I love the different shades that they have, very unique. And then the glitter in here too, it is so reflective and beautiful. This is a really pretty color, and coming from somebody who loves neutrals, this is a nice, very wearable sheer purple. And then this is a newer color that I got because I loved that one so much. This one is in Fussy, and Fussy is really pretty too because it's a little bit more of like a kind of natural rose with that glitter. This is really pretty with a deeper brown lip liner. Ugh, I love it so much. I actually got my mom the hot pink one as well, and she loves it because it is just so sparkly, and these are hydrating, and I don't find myself having to reapply these very frequently. So, you know, it's not going to be extremely long wearing, but I do find Fenty lip products to be a little bit more long wearing than most, especially with this kind of formula. A lot of times it can be very slippery and you have to constantly reapply, but with this one I feel like there's some good grip to it and it does last. Plus when it does start to fade, you can still see a little remnants of the glitter on your lips, and it's so pretty. So those are a winner. And then the last thing I wanted to mention that I have been wearing nonstop is my hand chain. I got this on Etsy, and I did do a jewelry collection, which definitely check it out because I went through all of my favorite pieces and this is one of them. Honestly, I have not taken this off since I got it. I don't even know how long I've had this on, but it was for the entire month of March and some of February as well. But it is just the prettiest hand chain. It feels so comfortable. I do everything with it. I shower with it, do my skincare, and it doesn't bother me. It's just beautiful quality. I feel like it's just one of those nice enhancements too to your stack or just to your outfit. It's very pretty and I love it. So highly recommend. It was under $50, and like I said, I shower with it, do my skincare with it. I mean, you know, for jewelry that's not real, I recommend removing it just to get the most out of it. But if you're like me and sometimes you just want to keep it on and you're like, whatever, this is very comfortable and it's just so pretty. So this is another favorite, but definitely check out my jewelry collection video if you're interested in more pieces. I went through super in depth to all my favorites, so check it out. But yeah, those are all of my March favorites, you guys. I had a lot of goodies, a lot of hair products because I'm really trying to hone in on my hair care routine, and I'll show you guys more stuff as I go, as I learn. My supplements also have helped a lot. Hair, skin, and nail vitamins. I also take collagen. Those are definitely really good. I love the brand Pure Encapsulations. I get them on Amazon, so check those out. And definitely make sure to let me know your March favorites down below in the comments as well. I love your recommendations, and a lot of you know me so well. So please let me know of any new products too that you think I would love, that you want me to try out. Let me know your faves. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe for new videos every single week, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Bye!